Hey there, long time no see. This is very unscripted, so this is gonna be a little bit of a mess, but we're gonna do our best. So obviously, things have been a little inconsistent on my channel for a good while. I'd say probably about 1.5 years now, which is great. I definitely prefer to have things be a little less stressful, considering it's just supposed to be a positivity project, very fun, laid back kind of atmosphere on Pet Peeves. But that's getting very hard. It's getting very hard for me to remain super positive and super focused on the stories that I tell, because there's a really important story that I've been neglecting pretty much this entire time, and it's my story. I feel as though I'm at a point in my DBT, CBT, all my therapy journeys where I am ready to tell my narrative. It's going to be a very important, extremely critical thing for me to talk about. I feel like it is going to be the final step of my healing process. I've gone through a lot of trauma. I have a lot of different diagnoses. There's a lot to my journey that hasn't been said that I would like to share because I feel like it's very important. I have read a lot of memoirs on a lot of my favorite creators, and I think that it is one of the most amazing stories a creator can tell is their own. It's a very brave thing to do. It's a very important thing to do. I feel like it's the right thing to do. So I'm going to be taking some time on Pet Peeves to do that. I'm starting something called the Persona Project. It was called the Personal Project, but then persona was in the word personal already, so now it's called the Persona Project. Basically, I have segmented my life into separate eras and created characters for them. It's a lot easier to break down your trauma when you've gone through a lot of it by making it into individual kind of 3 to 4 year eras, and people makes it a lot more relatable and easier to understand yourself. So I'm starting this Persona Project. It's going to be something that I'm going to release via YouTube Shorts. They're going to be 1-minute episodes. I'm going to try and condense a lot of my memories down to very simple core ideas. Some of this content will be triggering. There will be plenty of warnings for you to know which ones are going to be really, really triggering to some. I'm going to do my best to make sure that it is digestible and not as jarring and horrific as it could be. I don't want it to be gruesome. I want this project to be healing. I want this project to be good. I want it to help people. I want people to feel seen and heard, and also to have me be seen and heard. We're going to go through a lot together. It's going to be a very vulnerable project for me. I'm going to be very brave about this in sharing this experience with the world. I've tried to write this several times. I've tried to write this in a book. I've tried to do a podcast. I've tried to do comics. I've tried to do all sorts of different media forms with trying to get my personal narrative done. And none of them have really brought me this sense of peace or justice or whatever I'm searching for to get out of this project hasn't come to me yet. And I realize it's because I'm not doing it in the way that is most comfortable to me, which is animation. So I will be animating this. It is going to be a really interesting project. I'm going to release them all on YouTube Shorts, but once an entire season is done, I'm going to call seasons years. I'm going by year. So when the years are complete, I'll upload full YouTube videos where you can watch them all the way through. And that is going to be the format of the project. And while I'm working on this project, it is going to be my main project. It is probably going to take me anywhere from 6 months to longer. I had a very big goal to commit to something fully for 6 months. I tried to make it Origins. I can't do Origins right now because my mental health is really bad. I can't really work on Brightside either. My mental health is really bad. It's hard for me to focus on anything other than repeating these horrible things that have happened to me because I have CPTSD. So in order for me to be able to fully commit to any of the other stories we tell here, like Origin, Brightside, and all the future projects we have like Wander and Mousetails and Toka, I want all of these things in the future to come as quickly and as best as possible for us to experience. But I feel in the current state that I'm in, I can't do it justice because I am suffering behind the screen immensely. So here's to hoping that the personal project will bring a lot of peace to me as the sole creator of Pet Peeves. And once that project is starting to get out there, you might see more Origins, you might see more Brightside, you might see more things kind of pick up as I heal. So thank you so much for supporting me during this extremely crucial time in my life. If you're on PetPyves Premium, you get Imaginary Step 5 because you have been so patient and so wonderful. I love that family of peeplets we have in the server. They're so amazing and fantastic. If you join during this time, of course, you'll get sneak peeks, even on this project too. Sneak peeks on anything that I do. But don't expect Origins or Brightside or anything to come out anytime soon. At least not until this is said and done. I can't really express how much this project means to me already. It is the most important story I will tell. With that being said, thank you guys for being so strong and patient. Stories are on the way. Probably not the stories you were expecting. Like, yeah, I bet this wasn't on your 2024 bingo card, the Pet Peeves narrative, but it's on its way, and I hope it can help you as much as it helps me. And again, thank you for all the support, whether you just watch it, whether you like it, whether you share it, whether you financially support it, however you support it, it's support, and I appreciate you. Here is to a whole lovely era of healing for Peeves and I, and maybe for you too, who knows. Okay, that's enough IRL updates. Okay, bye-bye, keep smiling.